So today we're going to be working on stretching our feet and strengthening our feet. So today we're going to get started in an intense big toe stretch. So if you come to your mat, drop your knees down, and then curl under your toes. Your knees should be about hip width distance apart, and then sink your bum back onto your heels. Now, if at any point this becomes too much, you can always just bring the tops of your feet down. You can come into a modified hero. You can take a block underneath your hips if that feels a little bit better. And again, nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Maybe hands come down onto your thighs. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Draw your chin so that it's parallel to your mat. And close down your eyes. Maybe just check in with your body here for a moment. A lot of sensation going on with your feet here, but check in with the rest of yourself. Every day is a little bit different. Every pose feels different every day. Noticing where you're holding any tension, see if you can let it relax and go. And see if you can begin your Ujjayi breath. Get that audible yoga breath going here. Soften, relax the face, and let's take 3 breaths here together. So wherever you are, exhale all the air out of your body. Let's begin. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the breath in, feel your spine lengthen, pausing at the top. Exhale, let the air drain back out of your body. Last time through, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Sip in a little bit more air here at the top. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open up your eyes, come back into the room. Bring your hands down to the mat. And then as you fill up, send the hips up to the sky. And then just for a moment here, don't take any movement. Just sink the heels down. Press your chest back. Draw your belly button up and in. Wrap your triceps so that they're facing towards the back of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw it in. Release it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. And then on your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your toes. So feet are hip width distance apart. If you'd like, you can always take them a little bit wider. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Press your thumbs down into the mat. On your next inhale, find a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, fold forward, belly down to thighs. Elbows out east to west. Take a bend into your knees. Lengthen the spine as the head is heavy. Send your hips up high. One more breath here, draw it in. Release it out. Slowly release the hands, bring them down onto the mat. Heel toe that right foot to center, ground it down. And then on your next inhale, take the left leg up to the sky. Let's move into standing split. It's still really early in the practice today. It's okay if it doesn't go up so high. Point into your left toes. If you'd like, right hand grabs the right calf. Use that to help guide you down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty it out. Last breath in, reach your left toes up a little bit higher. From here, as you breathe out, cross your left ankle behind your right. So I'm going to spin towards you guys so you can see how I sit up here. So options to bring just your hands directly underneath your shoulders. If you want a little bit more, taking your pointer finger and your thumb, make a mudra, and then cross your arms. So fingertips face towards each other and your mudras are facing out towards the sides of your mat. So on your next inhale, start to lift your heels up, spin your toes inward, take your knees out wide, sink your bum, draw your chest so that it's parallel to your mat, and just hold here. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw it in, release it out. Last breath in, last breath out. Draw your hands back down to your mat, sink your heels, point your toes out in front of you. And then as you fill up, sweep your arms, reach up high. Palms come to touch overhead. Take one more inhale and lengthen here. And then as you exhale, just spin your toes, come to the edge of your mat. Now on your next inhale, lift your heels up off the mat, reach up towards the sky, hold here. Draw your belly in, fill up, empty. Breathe in, breathe out. Last inhale and stay on the toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, sink your bum, move into your chair. Fill up, empty it out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last inhale in, exhale it out. Stay on the toes, option hands to heart center, or if you'd like, hands come and clip your hips. Take a deep breath in, and then from here as you breathe out, draw your bum down onto your heels. Keep them lifted up, still sitting up tall. Breath in, breath out. Draw it in, release it out. Last inhale in, exhale it out. From here, bring your hands down to the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Root down into your fingertips. Scooch back so you can see me. So from here, I want you on your next inhale, think of like you're setting up for crow, but we're going to keep our arms long. So I want you to come up to tiptoes, round through your back, pull your belly in, use arm strength here, use core strength, round through the back, separate the shoulder blades, and then I want you to rock onto the tops of your feet. Hold here. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw it in, release it out. Last breath in, last breath out. And then from here, toes come back down onto the mat. Sink your heels. Plant the palms down, right foot grounds down. As you fill up, step the left foot out behind you. From here, on your next inhale, hands walk over to the side of your mat. Point your toes out in front of you. Take an inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Just one breath here, draw it in. Release it out. As you fill up halfway, lift long spine. Empty out, fold forward. Soft bend into the knees. Inhale, reach up. Sweep up, palms come to touch overhead. And then from here, as you empty out, draw your heels and your toes out. Bend into your knees, sink your bum. Take your arms out east to west. Spread your fingers wide, stack wrist over elbow. Shoulder blades draw together. Tailbone tucks underneath you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now on your next inhale, right heel lifts up. Exhale, right heel down. Breathe in, the left heel lifts. Breath out, sink it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right heel sinks. Breathe in, left heel up. Breath out, sink it down. One more time each side. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, bring it down. Fill up, left heel draws up. Empty out, sink it down. Inhale, both heels lift. Exhale, release. Breathe in, draw it up. Breath out, sink it down. One more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale to straighten. Reach up high. Spin your toes out in front of you. From here, draw your hands, clip your hips. Draw your elbows out behind you, open up your heart. Fill up. And then as you empty out, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Now when you get there, bring your hands down onto the mat. Ground down into your palms, pull your belly in. And then on your next inhale, I want you to lift your heels up off the mat, start to draw weight into your hands. And then as you empty out, sink the heels down. Breathe in, heels lift up, draw your belly in. Breath out, sink it down one more time. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, sink it down. As you fill up, walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Hold here as you empty it out. As you breathe in, step that right foot out behind you. High plank. Breath out. Now rooting down into your fingertips, we're going to come onto the tops of our feet like we did earlier. Take one breath in here, draw the belly up and in. As you breathe out, come to your chaturanga. Now as you fill up, press back up, high plank, one more time. Empty out, chaturanga. Breathe in, rise, come back up, hold here. Breath out, curl under your toes. Take an inhale in, belly up and in. Exhale, chaturanga. This time as you fill up dog or cobra, heart draws forward. And then as you empty out, press the hips up high. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Draw it in. Release it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. As you fill up, walk your hands back towards your toes. And then as you empty out, fold. Peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, thumbs press down. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, elbows out east to west. Draw your belly down. Head is heavy. Lengthening that low back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Hands come down onto the mat. Heel toe that left foot to center. And then let's move into our standing split on the other side. Inhale, take that right leg up to the sky. And then as you exhale, fold over the left leg. Same option here. Left hand can come up and grab the left calf. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw it in. Release it out. Last breath in, reach your right toes up a little bit higher. And then as you breathe out, cross the right ankle behind the left. And I'm going to spin towards you guys so you can see. Same option, hands just come down onto the mat or make your little mudras here. Switch the arms. Fill up, lift your heels up, spin your toes inward, bend into your knees, hold here. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw it in, release it out. Last breath in, last breath out. Unwind the hands, sink the heels down, spin the toes out in front of you. As you fill up, lift your chest, rise up. Palms come to touch overhead. Take an inhale and lengthen, hold here. Exhale it out. So on your next inhale, spin your toes so that you face the front of your mat. Breathe in, come up on tiptoes, lift the heels up, hold here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Breath in. Breath out. Last inhale and stay on toes. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, sink your bum. Fill up. Empty, awkward pose here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale in. Exhale it out. Draw hands to heart center or clip your hips. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, draw your bum down onto your heels. Inhale. Exhale, sit up tall. Breath in. Breath out. Last inhale in. Exhale it out. From here, draw your hands down onto your mat. Start to shift the weight into your hands. Heels are lifting up, pull your belly in almost like you're setting up for your crow, but keep those long arms. And then rock onto the tops of your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw it in, release it out. Last breath in, last breath out. Slowly flip your feet, sink your heels down to the mat. Left foot stays as it is. As you fill up, step your right foot out behind you. And I'm going to spin so that you guys can see me this time. Breathe in, low runner's lunge. Breath out. As you fill up, walk it to the side of your mat. Toes spin out in front of you. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, fold forward, wide leg, fold for a breath. Draw it in. Release it out. Hands underneath you, fill up, halfway lift. Empty out, fold forward. Soft bend into your knees. Inhale, lengthen, sweep up high. And then from here, as you empty out, heels come in, toes come out. Bend and sink. Come into your field goal arms. Open the heart. Spread your fingers wide. Sink a little bit deeper. And then check in with your knees and your toes. Make sure that they're pointing in the same direction. Breath in. Breath out. Draw it in. Release it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now this time, inhale that left heel up. Exhale, sink it down. See if you can keep your hips level this time. Breath in, right heel lifts. Breath out, release it down. Inhale the left heel up. Exhale, release. Breath in, right. Breath out, sink one more time each side. Inhale the left heel up. Exhale down. Breath in, right heel lifts. Breath out, down. Now both at the same time. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale it down. Breathe in, lift it up. Breath out, sink. Last inhale in. Exhale it out. Ooh, my legs are shaking, guys. Inhale, lengthen, sweep up. From here, toes spin out in front of you. Hands come and clip the hips, elbows draw back. Fill up, open up your heart. And then as you empty out, hinge, fold forward. From here, hands come down onto the mat. Draw them underneath your shoulders. Lengthen your arms, grip down. And then as you fill up, lift the heels up, take weight into your hands, pull your belly in like you're coming into a pipe. Empty out, sink the heels down. Breathe in, draw the hips high, heels lift up. Breath out, sink it down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. And then as you exhale, release it down. Breathe in, halfway lift, hold here. Breath out. Fill up, walk it out towards your left toes. Empty it out. Low runner's lunge. Breathe in, left foot steps back. Hold here. Breath out for your high plank. So from here, come on to the tops of your feet. Take an inhale in. Exhale to your chaturanga. As you breathe in, press it back up. One more time, breath out, chaturanga. Inhale, rise, come back up, hold here. Exhale, curl under your toes. Breathe in, lengthen. Breath out, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. As you empty out, press your hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Fill up, walk your hands back. Empty out, fold forward. Hold here for a breath, draw it in. Release it out, heel toe that right foot to center. Breathe in, take the left leg up high. Breath out, fold over your right leg. Inhale, the left toes reach up. Exhale, cross the left ankle behind the right. Hands underneath your shoulders, breathe in, lift the heels up. Breath out, spin the toes, knees go out east to west. Take it, inhale in. Exhale it out. Breathe in, straighten the legs. Breath out, heels sink down. Inhale, sweep up, rise up. Exhale to hold. Fill up, spin your toes, come to the front. Empty out, stay tall. Breathe in, lift your heels up off the mat. Breathe out, bend your knees, sink your bum, move to Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out, release your heels, your bum down onto your heels. Fill up. Empty out, hands come down to the mat. Pull your belly in, start to shift the weight into your hands. Come on to the tops of your feet. Inhale. Exhale it out. Slowly sink the heels down into the mat. Right foot stays as it is. Breathe in, left foot steps back. Breath out, low runner's lunge. Inhale, walk it to the side of your mat. Toes spin out. Exhale, wide leg fold. Draw it in, halfway lift. Empty out, fold forward. Ground down, soft bend into your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Sweep up high. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Sink down, elbows wide. Breath in, goddess pose. Breath out. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale down. Breath in, left heel up. Breath out, release it down. Both this time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink it down. Breathe in, lift. Breath out, sink one more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, sink it down. Breath in, straighten. Reach up, stay here. Empty out, spin the toes. Hands to hips, draw your elbows back. Breath in, open up the heart. Breath out, hinge from your hips. Fold forward. Grounding down into the palms, straighten the arms. Fill up, heels lift up. Take the weight towards your hands. Empty out, sink the heels down. Breathe in, heels lift up. Breath out, sink it down one more time. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, release it down. Fill up, walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Breath out, low runner's lunge. Inhale, step that right foot back. Hold here. Exhale it out. Come on to the tops of your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Inhale, press it up. One more. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, press up, hold here. Breath out, flip the toes. Take it, inhale into lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Fill up dog cobra. Empty out, draw the belly in, hips high. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time through. Fill up, walk the hands back towards your toes. Empty out, fold forward, hold here for a breath. Draw it in, release it out. Heel toe that left foot to center. Inhale, take your right leg high. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Take it, inhale in, reach that left foot up, that right foot up higher. And then as you exhale, right ankle crosses behind the left. Hands under shoulders. Breathe in, lift the heels up. Breath out, spin the heels, take your knees out east to west. Hold here. Draw it in. Release it out. On your next inhale, straighten your legs. Spin the toes out in front of you. Empty out, sink your heels down. Inhale, sweep up. Reach up to the sky. Stay tall here as you empty it out. Breathe in, spin it to the front of your mat. Breath out, stay strong. Inhale, lift your heels up. Reach up high. As you empty out, bend your knees, take your bow. Fill up. Empty it out. Inhale, hands to heart center or clip your hips. Exhale, draw your bum down onto your heels. Deep breath in. Breath out, draw your hands down to the mat. Root down into the fingertips. Fill up, take the weight into your hands. Come on to the tops of your feet. Breath out. Draw it in. And then as you release it up, sink the heels down. Left foot grounds down, fill up, right foot back. Empty out, low runner's lunge. Breathe in, hands walk over to the right side of your mat. Breath out, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, fill up, reach up. Sweep up high. Empty out, heels in. Toes out, bend and sink. Draw elbows out east to west. Shoulder blades together. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, the left heel lifts up this time. Exhale, release it down. Breath in, right heel lifts. Breath out, down. Both at the same time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink. Breathe in, draw it up. Breath out, sink. One more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, straighten your legs. Reach up high, stay tall. And then as you empty out, hands come to your hips. Spin your toes out in front of you. Draw the elbows back. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Draw your hands down onto your mat. Pull your belly in. Fill up, heels lift up, ground the hands down. Empty out, release it down. Breathe in, lift it up. Breath out, sink it down one more time. Inhale, heels lift up. Exhale, release it down. As you fill up, walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Low runner's lunge. Empty it out. Breathe in, left foot steps back. Hold here. Breath out. Fill up, come onto the tops of your feet. Empty out, chaturanga. Breathe in, press it back up. Breath out, chaturanga. Inhale, press back up, hold here. Exhale, curl under your toes. Draw it in, belly up and in. Release it out, chaturanga. Fill up dog cobra, legs are strong. Empty out, hips reach high. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Fill up, empty it out. Last breath in. And then as you breathe out, draw your knees down to the mat. So from here, working our way to hero. So knees come together to touch. Take your feet out a little bit wider. Come onto the tops of your feet. Now, if you need to, take a block underneath your hips. And then slowly start to sink your bum down onto the mat. So your heels should be just to the outside of your hips. Your knees should be together to touch. Now, if your knees start to lift up off the mat, block can come underneath you. If you still feel uncomfortable here, Move into half hero. So it doesn't matter, take 1 foot forward, the other leg stays bent, and then sink your hips down. Again, same option to take a block underneath you if you'd like. So you can remain here, sitting up tall. Hands can come to heart center. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, I'm going to scooch forward a little bit here so you guys can see me. From here to take it further, hands come down onto the mat. Spin your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Take a breath in to open up your heart. And then from here, as you breathe out, work your way down onto forearms. So same thing here. If the knees start to lift up off the mat, you've gone too far. If you'd like to come into the full, just come all the way down onto your back. So whatever variation suits your practice, take what you need here. Let go of what you don't. Some people feel this in their hips, some people in their thighs, their knees. I personally just feel it in the tops of my feet. For me, this is a foot stretch. Let's take 3 more breaths here together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Fill up. Empty it out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now if you're down on your back, slowly come back up onto forearms. From forearms, plant your palms down. And then slowly rise, come back up. Take your hands down onto the mat. Lift up onto your knees. Let's move into tabletop. Rounding down. Breathe in, belly down, heart open. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest. Breathe in, cow, tailbone tips up. Breath out, cat, tailbone tucks. Last time through, fill up, draw the heart open. And then as you empty out, round through your back. Come back to center, toes curl under. Sink your bum back onto your heels. Hands to heart center if you'd like, or keep them down onto your thighs. 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw it in. Release it out. Last breath in. And last breath out. And then from here, hands down to the mat. Cross your ankles behind you. Sink your bum down onto your mat. Close down your eyes here for a moment. If you'd like, one hand to heart, one hand to belly, or hands to heart center, whatever suits you here. Sit up tall. Begin to relax and release. Let that ujjayi breath melt away. Let your natural breath come back. Let's take a breath here together. Take a deep breath in and inhale love. And exhale peace. From here, draw your thumbs to your third eye, your eye of intuition. Fill up to lengthen. And then as you empty out, bow forward. And together we say, Namaste. Again, as always, guys, I hope you're doing well. If you want to try or do anything different or something new, you can always send me a message. See you later, guys. Bye.